What is up, y'all? NASCAR's back with another video. I'm very excited to be bringing you a 56 card PSA reveal. So without any further ado, I'm going to get these boxes open and let's get into it. I have seen the grade on some of these, actually all of these. So I do know that the grade was a little tough. I'm going to go into, I got 6 UFC autos that I graded. So you got a Paddy Pimblett, 9. Grading's definitely a little tough, so didn't quite get the numbers that I wanted, but I know that's that's how grading goes. Obviously I don't have all the tools that they use to grade a card's quality, so I definitely missed on some cards, but a lot of cool cards in here regardless of the grades. No grades were too bad or too unexpected, so we're all good here. Big fan of the Topps Midnight UFC set. That's where most of these cards are coming from. As you can see, I only got 110 on the Magomed. He's got some pretty exciting fights coming up and he's a title contender, so I am happy with that. Getting into some basketball cards here. Got a clear path. Let me make sure that the focus is right. Got a clear path gold. Just a great card, especially when it catches the light just right. But we got a 10 on that. Well, I have a couple acetate cards in the mix here, so we'll see the grades on those throughout. But kind of hard cards to get a 10 on for the acetate. We got a 10 on the Brandon Miller hollow. Looks like we're getting a lot of our 10s out of the way early. Let's see. I graded a fair amount of the Donruss International base cards, so we'll see a handful of those coming up. I figured a lot of these were pretty good. I know with these elites, it's kind of easy for some of the foil to not light up quite properly, and we'll see some of those later, but a 9 on the Derek Lively. Here is not a base, but this was a hyper red on the Luka to 88, and we can kind of see right there, there's like some of the hollow doesn't light up at quite the same angle. It's still on the card, as you could see. It just doesn't light up at the same angle. You could see some over here too. That's kind of mainly what I'm talking about there, but a 9 on the numbered Luka, not bad. We got a 10 on the LeBron. I don't know, I really like how these base cards look, so I'll definitely be keeping those international base cards. I'm not too interested in resale for those. I got a number of Wemby Spellbounds. I graded quite a bit of these. Any Wembanyama card is going to be a tough grade. I feel like they control the pop pretty well for those, in my opinion, making sure not to give out too many 10s. We got a base Luka International. Here we got a PC card. This is a Leonard Miller to 10. And you could really see on some of these gold cards here what I'm talking about. Some of the foil doesn't quite get in there, but in certain angles, it's hard to see. We got a 8 on that one. Let's see, we got a Brandon Miller red. Donruss, also an 8. Let's check the back. I mean, the centering on a lot of these cards looks pretty good, and that's the easiest thing for me to see. Obviously, we got a bad corner on that one, but yeah, overall, I was just very excited to get these cards back and show them and share them with the rest of you guys. 10 on the Case and Wallace auto. Here's another base. This is a Steph Curry on the 9. Just beautiful cards. Let me know what you think of those cards in the description below, or comments below, excuse me. We got a hyper green Curry, Spellbound red and green. So obviously quite the trend here of me just going through and grading quite a bit of Donruss Elite Internationals, partly because I just really like the designs, partly because the base cards are somewhat desirable. GG Jackson 8. We got some more Wemby Spellbound. Got a 10 on this one. I just graded a bunch of the Wemby Spellbounds also. I feel like, with how Wemby is currently, if you're planning on selling any of his cards, I feel like it's definitely a grade. 8 on the Brandon Miller. We got more of these Wemby. I mean, everyone and their mom is grading some of these Wemby Spellbounds, so very tough to have yours get a 10, I believe. Jaime Jaquez, 88 on the Hyper Red to PSA 9. We got a Victor Wembanyama Red 8 on the Don Russ International. As you can see, I opened a lot of international. We'll get into some international Obsidian in a second as well. I'm a big fan of the international. I feel like they have competitive prices to retail in a lot of cases. Got a Pods Auto Red and Green to 9. But what was I saying? The prices rival retail, and I feel like the cards are just more desirable. You get golds in a lot of cases, or you can get golds in a lot of cases. For these elite boxes, Elite International that I was looking through earlier, this is a Fireworks Retro Series 225, a Scoot. Really love the cards, or the color of this card. It matches his jersey almost perfectly. So that'll be a keeper for me. Expecting a turnaround season for Scoot. But like I was saying, getting into some Obsidian here. But with those Elite Internationals, I mean, I was getting almost 1 gold per box, and a box is about $100. So, just fantastic odds on that one compared to retail. And I mean, you could easily get 2 mega boxes and not get 1 numbered card. So if you just spend an extra 50, getting those better odds, even if it's a little bit more obscure, I feel like is just something that you can't pass up. So we got a 10 on the Electric Etch Green for the Keegan Murray to 25. I was on the fringe of grading that card. Keegan Murray, obviously not the biggest name, but I think the Kings will have a good year this year, and there'll be plenty of opportunity to sell that card for a nice price. This is one of the biggest cards of the grading session. Got a Hyper Gold International of Steph Curry, 9 of 10. I mean, just a great looking card. You can really see what I was talking about with the foil here. I mean, that foil is obviously shining, but when you look at it head on, I mean, it kind of looks like there's almost a hole in the card. So for that reason, a lot of these elites are going to be a tough grade, especially in the lighter colors. Got another 9 on the Victor Wembanyama Spellbound for the A. Orange, Nikola Jokic, Obsidian, 299. Got a 10. I think in total out of these 56 cards, I had 14 10s. So a lot of 9s, a lot of 8s. LaMelo Ball in the 9 to 25. Here we got another Chet. This is a Orange Flood on the Orbital. Orbital is a beautiful looking card in my opinion. And we got a 10. Happy to get 10s on Chet. He is a Minnesota native. So regardless of where he plays, he's got me as a fan. Derek Lively, Reggae Flood, 275. Another nice card coming up here. We got a Luka on the Green Flood. This is to 25. We got 6 of 25, and that is another 10. One of my favorite cards from Photogenic this year is Kareem handing LeBron the game ball for beating the scoring record, I believe. 38,390 points. That's ridiculous, and that's a nice picture. That'll be a good card to come back and look on in the future. Just kind of reminisce of some groundbreaking achievements. We got a Orbital Molten Mojo to 10. I mean, these Molten Mojos, honestly, to me, they look even better than the golds. I'm a big fan of these. A little bummed to get an 8. Zach LaVine is one of my favorite players, going back to Minnesota, his time in Minnesota. So a little bummed on this one. Definitely not too prone to getting surface issues on Obsidian cards because of just like the material that they're made out of. Corners are usually fine too. Centering is the main thing to look out for. And any when it does come down to surface issues, I've seen it mainly kind of be in the bottom here, at least when I was combing through my previous cards. But we got a Electric Etch Green 9 for Jokic to 25. Not too much going on in terms of a parallel with the Electric Etches, but still, I mean, numbered to 25 Jokic, I feel like is a great card to send in. Another great, beautiful card is a Photogenic Drew Holiday. Any autograph for Photogenic looks great. Just wish it was on card, just to really hone in on like the focus on the picture for Photogenic. We got another 10 on the Clarity Gold International. I mean, look at the foil on that. It's just beautiful with all the kind of speckled dots in the background. I mean, like I was saying, these got a 1 to 10 on that one. These cards with the acetate, I mean, I was not expecting to get a 10 on many of these, but as you can see, I ended up getting a 10 on all of the acetates that I sent in, and those are the ones I was most worried about. So it's interesting how that works out sometimes. Got a Pods Reggae Flood to 60. Got a PSA 9 on that one. This is a cool card. The parallel might not show up too well with this lighting I have right now, but this is a Wedges parallel of Klay Thompson to 10. I believe this is printed to, well, it's on the front here, to 49, so 27 of 49. Got a nice parallel on that one. Doesn't take away from the photography too much, which I love. Got a dual signature, Kobe Buffkin and Keontae George. PSA 8 on that one. Then this card, we got a holo Anthony Edwards rookie. Look at the way that's shining. That's a very nice card. I was definitely not expecting to get a 10 on this. I mean, look at the centering top to bottom. It's pretty heinous, but wanted this in a PSA holder to kind of go along with the rest of my collection, so I put it in there. It was in a SGC. Prior to this, it was in a 8.5, so I feel like, 8.5 from SGC, it has the potential to go either way in terms of grading with PSA, and they chose to go down to an 8 instead of a 9, so a little bit of a bummer there, but still happy you got that card for a good deal. Got a red and green LeBron, beautiful looking card. See, I think this is getting into some of the bigger cards here. We got a Cam Whitmore. This is not one of the bigger ones, but this is kind of building up to it. Cam Whitmore, Eclipse 9 to 249. Just a pretty standard white napkin. Got a 23 Obsidian Asar, red. Got an 8 on this one. A little bummed out, but very happy with the patch. Very happy with the patch in this one. Hard to get a patch that chunky with that many colors in a non-numbered card. So right here we got a Victor Wembanyama. Let me take this peel off. I don't know why they peel only some of them. Unfortunately, I got an 8 or a 9 on this one. I really couldn't tell you what they got me on for this one, other than it being Wemby, and they're very careful for the population on Wemby cards. I mean, maybe top to bottom a little bit on the back, but I mean, all the corners look mostly good. I mean, mostly good there. They're pretty dang crispy, if you ask me, but regardless, happy to pull this card. Not every day that you pull a Wemby numbered So happy to own that card. Obviously, a 9 is definitely not a bad grade. I don't want to make it seem like I'm ungrateful for a 9. Nines are very good. I'm definitely happy with how the grading submission turned out, even if there wasn't as many 10s as I was expecting. We got a Molten Mojo of Joel Embiid 210, 8 out of 10 there. Got a 9 on that. Very beautiful looking cards. So we got a Bilal Coulibaly. Take that wrapping off. Got that a 9 on that one. Another Reggae, and this is to 60, 4 of 60. If you have any understanding of why they wrap why they're wrapping these certain cards in the plastic, I mean, definitely let me know. A little odd that for the ones that they decided to do that. We got a Equinox Green Giannis 25 PSA 9. And for the final card of the 60 or 56 card PSA reveal, we got Anthony Edwards in the amazing City jerseys matching shoes with his AE1s or AE5s. I don't know the name of that. Not a huge shoe guy, but we got 46 out of 60 on that PSA 9. Thank you for watching the whole 56 card PSA reveal. If you want to see more down the line, definitely give me a like and a subscribe. If you watched this long to the video, I will say I am doing a giveaway shortly. I want to have some fun giveaways where I'm kind of doing a challenge myself, and if I fail the challenge, then I will give away a card. If I do lose the challenge, one of the cards I'll give away will be from this stack. I haven't quite decided it yet or figured out which card I want to do a giveaway on. It definitely won't be the most expensive card that I graded. It definitely won't be the cheapest. It'll be somewhere in the middle. I want it to be pretty exciting. So yeah, if you appreciate the content, give it a like and a subscribe, and I'll catch you on the next video.